and welcome to The Rest is Football with Micah Richards and me, Gary Lineker. Alan Shearer did make it back from America eventually, but we rewarded him by letting him play golf because he likes golf, doesn't he, Micah?
He plays too much golf. I can't believe he's missing a podcast to play golf. I mean, I've missed some podcasts, but that's because I've been working, not my own individual benefits. I mean, I'm starting to question his commitment to the guys, you know that?
Strong words. How have you been?
Last week was probably the busiest week of my life in broadcasting. This week's been absolutely chilled, actually. Spent some time at home. Took my son to football, so it's been good. What about you? How you been?
I've been filming recording the new show, The Box, which should be with you, I think, hopefully early spring. And it's been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Yeah. So
can you give us a little teaser, a little build-up to?
Well, we've got some great people in it, and I've really enjoyed it. Graham Souness is in there, Micah.
Oh, I love him. What a guy he is. What a guy.
A lovely guy. Joey Essex has been magnificently fun. John Burko, you know, the speaker in the House of Parliament. Order! I mean, he has got a louder voice than Alan Shearer.
He can't possibly have. Really?
Yeah. For the younger folk, there's Shakira that was in Love Island fairly recently. So there's some great names. And it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, and they face challenges and stuff. It's I don't know what I can say and what I can't say. So I'm going to shut my mouth now.
Okay.
Before I get in the doghouse. Start with some football. Nottingham Forest, really, the first European tie for 29 years. They are, of course, twice winners of the European Cup, which is now known, of course, as the Champions League. I thought they did really well because that was a tough opening fixture away at Betis because they're a decent side, Betis.
Yeah, Betis, a really good side. It's weird because Betis can play two type of ways. Really good at keeping the ball, but they're really good on transition as well. But obviously, the Spanish players are always very technical. But I thought Forest, with the chances they had in the game, they could have easily scored, three or four, which is very encouraging for Forest because you don't know where, we'll have the overhang from last season a little bit and change of manager and all those sort of things. But they dealt with the game really well. I was really proud watching them, actually.
Yeah, and I think Ange Postecoglou now is starting to get his... Probably, I mean, it's difficult, isn't it, when you go to a club and you've got hardly any days or an international break, and then you start and you get a defeat, and then obviously they got beaten in the Carabao Cup as well, and that sort of result's good for the confidence of everyone around the club, the management, and the players.
You know what's annoying me about this Ange situation is people got to remember he won a trophy. Spurs in that season weren't great, but he is a very good coach. In his first season, they finished 5th, didn't they, Spurs? And up against the teams like in a league at that time, it was a very good achievement for what he was doing. All of a sudden, because they finished not so great in a league last season, people are saying he's not a good coach. He is a good coach. At times, we've questioned whether he could adapt. I think to the end of the season, he did adapt. He adapted when they won a trophy. So all it is time. We know what Nottingham Forest are like. They want everything now. We know that with the owner. But a little bit of patience, he will get it right. I don't think they should have got rid of Nuno in the first place because I thought he was doing a brilliant job. But in terms of coaching, Ange is a very good coach, and I just wish people would give him time and a little bit of the credit that he deserves,
It's football, Micah. It's football. And don't forget, and it's very important to say, I mean, the catalogue of injuries that they had last season at Tottenham was, anyone would have struggled to have coped with that. But I thought Elliot Anderson was exceptional again, Micah.
I said this in the group. All right, we did something, and we said who could be an outsider. I think the words that you used to get in the England squad, and I said it when he was at Newcastle. And it's like we just moved to Forest, and Alan was like, "Yeah, very good player, but I'm not sure I'm getting.
That's because he
He's
left.
something. Yeah, probably.
You know,
In terms of somebody who can do something different, we was talking about a holding midfielder, and there's not many about. We know what Rice is like. He likes to go forward. For someone who can just sit, Wharton played very well at times, but then was injured a lot of the time in the season. So for him to go there and just fill in, he's really made that position his own now. And I know this as well because we have to bring it around to fantasy football as well. The defensive contributions he gets on fantasy football, it's there for everyone to see. He's always in the right position. He's good at tackling. He's very clever, and he can pass. He can pass forward as well. So I'm delighted for him.
It could be a real find. He's broken into the England squad now. He's played his debut where he's probably the best player that England had on that first night. So. Yeah, I think he's got a very bright future, and I think he's got a real chance now of not only getting in the squad, but even possibly the starting lineup. Because you said that position, that pivot role, as you want to call it, or the six role, we haven't got too many people that can play that because it is a very specialist role. I think it's the one role that English football struggles with a little bit, whereas countries like Spain and France and even Argentina and possibly Brazil, they produce those kind of players because it's a very thoughtful technical role as well, isn't it?
And it's a role in the team when we used to say about Nigel de Jong, Jolie Lescott called him the water carrier. So that we had the likes of David Silva who would make something happen, or Tevez or Aguero. But that position is so important. It's a person who can be unselfish, who could do his job, but enjoy doing the bits that everyone doesn't want to do. And he certainly does that while having the IQ, knowing when to speed up the game, knowing when to slow it down. I just think, I agree with you. I think in terms of England, I won't say he's nailed on, but he's got a really good chance of competing for that spot.
Do you know who the original water carrier was?
No, who was it?
I think it was Didier Deschamps,
Was it?
I think so, if my memory serves me right. Yeah.
He didn't used to like the term the water carrier. He was like, I've got more than that because Nigel de Jong basically played as a number 10 when he was young.
It's a bit harsh.
It's a bit harsh, isn't it? But it's a role in which...
It's a cerebral role.
Of course, but I think nowadays midfielders want assists, don't they? They want assists, they want goals, they want to get into the box and all that stuff. But
they want points on fantasy.
Yeah, correct. But in terms of what he does, I think he's improved enormously.
Yeah, a point for Celtic as well, the other British club playing in Europe. Last night, we're recording this on early on Thursday morning. Yeah, not a bad point. Wasn't a great game, apparently. I've just seen the highlights. But one of our favourites at Leicester, Kelechi, Iheanacho scored. I think he'll score a lot of goals for Celtic. I mean, Brendan Rodgers obviously knows him really well from when he managed him at Leicester. I mean, he's a very, very good finisher, is Kelechi, and I think certainly in the Scottish League, I think he'll bag lots of goals.
I was with him at Man City, wasn't I? And if I'm being totally honest, I expected a little bit more. That's how good I thought he was going to be. I thought he'd play in maybe not Champions League football in this country for a team, but that sort of 8th to 5th, he could be a striker for them because his composure in front of goals was outstanding. And then he got his chance at Man City, started scoring some goals, and then Leicester paid a lot of money for him, didn't they? I think it was a record sale at the time for Man City, and then it just has not worked out. But he's now at Celtic, and he looks like he's got his confidence back. So what a platform to show that as well.
He's streaky when he's on it. He is a natural goal scorer. His movement, and he's a good finisher.
Agreed.
We liked Kelechi at Leicester. We liked him. He was one of those that was always happy, really good attitude. Even if he was left out, he wasn't one of those that would complain. Maybe that's part of perhaps why he's not realised that potential that that you spotted when you played with him at Manchester City. So let's take a break there. When we come back, we'll discuss some of the Carabao Cup games and, of course, the Ballon d'Or winner, Ousmane Dembélé. Welcome back to the Rest is Football with Micah Richards and me, Gary Lineker. During the break, we discovered that it was indeed Didier Deschamps was called the water carrier. And that water carrier was named by a certain Eric Cantona, apparently. That's classic Eric, isn't it?
Good knowledge from you, though. Good knowledge from you, guys. I like that.
I'm quite pleased with that, actually, yeah. Right, Carabao Cup. We should start probably with Liverpool for two reasons. One, Isak's first goal for the club, which will be very helpful for him. A real mess up from the goalkeeper at the back. And then Ekitike's winning goal and daft celebration that got him a red card because it was his second yellow and he whipped his shirt off. And I quite enjoyed Arne Slot's post-match. Have you seen that?
Yeah, sorry.
Where he goes. I mean, he's put his player away, which I don't really agree with for managers to do that. But I think under these circumstances, you can't stand there as a manager and lie when a player's let you down that badly with such stupidity.
That's why we love Slot. He's just so honest, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's great. Every time he's in a press conference, I'm just like, this guy is a genius. He just knows how to play it. It gives you information, but not too much. He'll protect his players when he needs to. He also can call him stupid because he knows he's got Isak waiting in the wings. Everything is just like, it's perfect, isn't he? He knows exactly what he's doing. But, I mean, I still don't like it though. I mean, he said it, scoring a goal, he take off his shirt. Yes, he's stupid. And it was the first booking, which was really stupid. The second one, yeah, we understand that they're the rules and we get it.
I think the rules are daft. I mean, it is ludicrous, but they all know. Yeah. They all know that is a yellow card. And if you've already had a yellow card, you're going to go. And I thought Slot was quite right. He said, if it's a big Champions League game and you're beating 3 players and knocked it in the corner. I mean, I'm all for tap-ins. I love tap-ins, but I don't think that was the moment to run off against, a championship side. And and also, I liked it, when he said, call me old-fashioned and all this and that. Mm-hmm. So, but you've got to think about this, right? He's trying to keep Isak outside at the moment in terms of that position, centre forward. He is now given Isak the opportunity to go. He's going to play in his position. Isak scores 2 or 3 goals, and then now he's struggling to get back in. I mean,
it's a nightmare, isn't it? Yeah. It's a nightmare. And he's been played so well as well. Ekitike,
yes, exactly. Did you see I saw another clip from Ekitike. First time I hear him speak. Did you see where they asked him who's the best player, and and he went Mo Salah, and he went, who's been your toughest opponent in the Premier League so far? No one. Outside of Liverpool, who's the player that has impressed you? No one.
I love it. I love the arrogance and the confidence.
Yeah, I didn't mind that at all.
It's brilliant. And did you see Frimpong when he did take off his shirt? He was like, you could get sent off. What are you doing? He was in disbelief. It was brilliant. But it gives Isak the chance to start. And I'm thinking about bringing him in for my fantasy football.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm starting to think about fantasy, Mike. I don't know what you've done to me.
I told you.
You and Haz have turned me into this.
And I'm creeping up on your back now, aren't I? You're not so chirpy in the group now, are you?
I had a bad weekend. I had a shocking weekend. Sanchez got red card, killed me. But there we go. Not to worry. I was all right. I did have Haaland and Reinders, so that got me some points.
Nice.
Right. I think we deserve mention to Diego Gomez. For Brighton, scored 4 goals. 2 of them were unbelievable hits, especially the volley that swerved. If you've not seen it, look it up on YouTube because honestly, it's worth a look at. It's absolutely spectacular volley.
I don't want to be the party pooper here, and it was.
You're going to blame the keeper?
No. Well, a little
It
bit.
swerved dramatically.
But it sat up perfectly for him, didn't it? You know, if there's a ball that you want to hit, the right height and everything, it was just... the finish was immaculate. I'm not taking
a volley
anything,
though, Mikey, yeah? Volley, not a half volley, yeah?
Ooh! No, it was a half volley. It bounced.
It was coming, it came down. As you hitting it on the way down, that's a volley. Not half volleys on the way up. Come on.
No, not again with it.
Hey,
It bounced.
no, let's not do
it was
this.
a half volley.
Let's not do this. I don't think I can take it. But yeah, he was he was at Inter Miami, you know. He's Paraguayan. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Talking of Inter Miami, I don't know whether you've noticed, but what Messi's doing over there is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, another two special goals last night and a fantastic assist that he somehow knocks through someone's legs. And it's every game. He's just breaking all the records they've ever had. And it's not.
Is Messi going to play the next World Cup or not?
Oh, yeah.
I know there's... okay.
Definitely.
Was that just his last game in Argentina, that in celebration?
Argentina. It was the last qualifier, wasn't it? I think in Argentina. Yeah, he's definitely playing in the World Cup.
He's still got it. I'm telling you.
I know. We'll come on to the Ballon d'Or in a second. I've got to mention Wolves' first win, otherwise John will have a breakdown. Wolves won. Obviously, they've been struggling badly in the league, and so we need to mention that for John's sake. Producer John's a big Wolves fan. He's been a bit depressed, so we'll cheer him up with an honourable mention. Obviously, they've won 2 Carabao Cup games, but they've lost every single match in the Premier League this season. It's an interesting stat, Micah. There's 3 Welsh teams through to the 4th round for the first time in the history of this competition. Cardiff, Swansea, and Wrexham. There you go.
That's a nice stat.
It's a nice little stat, isn't it? And then with the draw for the next round, Swansea have been rewarded by playing Manchester City. Wrexham will play Cardiff in I won't say it's a local derby, we'll call it all Welsh class, because one's on the south coast and one's on the north coast, obviously. Wolves, Chelsea. John, tough one against Chelsea. So we'll see how we go. Let's finish the Ballon d'Or. It irritates me a little bit, the Ballon d'Or, in terms of every time someone wins it now, all it becomes about is those that didn't win it. Mm-hmm. And I think that's slightly irritating. Obviously, I don't think it helped that Lamine Yamal's dad said something, but we know how dads are. You're going to be protective of your own and all that stuff. And you could argue that Lamine Yamal is the best player in the world. I think it's a good thing he didn't win it, because I think at his age, he's got plenty of time. I think Dembélé deserved to win it. I thought he had a brilliant season. We know one of the 3 categories in this is the success of your club, and obviously Barcelona did well, but it's very Champions League biased, isn't it, in that sense, understandably so. And he had a brilliant season. But this whole thing about, Rafinha was 5th, this is terrible. And I get that. And we'll all have our opinions. But then you've got Salah up there, who also you could say has had a sensational season in England and won trophies as well. And there were so many really good, brilliant players up there that it just comes down to people's opinions. And this stuff about it being fixed and all this, I think is a nonsense.
I love the Ballon d'Or, but why? It's almost become like the Oscars of football, hasn't it? You know?
Do you know, when I was in Spain, when I at Barcelona, when I genuinely should have won it. In '86, I should have won. Having said that, it's very important to point out, I think, that back then, and for quite a long time afterwards, it was the European Football of the Year, right? It wasn't World Player back in my day. Otherwise, I would never have had a chance to win it anyway, because it was Diego Maradona would have walked it in 1986 when he won the World Cup. I'm going to say single-handedly, which is quite a good one, because in. So I think, it was European Football of the Year, but Igor Belanov, who had, he scored 4 goals, I think, in the World Cup. I'd scored 6 and 40 for Everton and all that. Yeah, anyway, I'm over it now. But I never complained. But what over there in Spain, it was always huge. And it's a massive thing. And it was, and now we've caught on to that. And so it's become more significant here. Like you say, football's version of the Oscars.
Yeah, I think it's getting too much now. I totally agree with you. Dembélé, if Rafinha would have won it, he would have been a deserving winner. If Dembélé won it like he did, he deserves to win it. I mean, it could have been more than 5, maybe.
Yeah.
Really, Salah's had an outstanding season. Lamine Yamal has been. Obviously, they go win the Euro. It's so hard. I think they would make it easier for themselves if they just state what is taken into consideration. And then there's
there are 3 things that they take into consideration. I personally think the best, I've always said, if it's for the Ballon d'Or, is for the best player of that year. And I think it should just be to the best player. And then rather than taking into account, because if you're
how do you define the best player though? There must be some stipulations.
You watch him play.
Okay, yeah, but that means a goalkeeper or a defender they're never going to get it, are they? Let's be honest.
Never win it, and quite rightly so. They're destroyers. They're not joy givers.
Water carriers, yes.
Water carrier. Yeah, who wants to give it to a water carrier?
Yeah, no, to be honest, I agree with you. Definitely.
Yeah.
But sometimes so when Messi won it, Messi was in Miami, wasn't it? After the World Cup.
But he won it because of the World Cup.
Yes, but
you could argue that he's still the best player in the world. Actually, no one can do the stuff that he does, and he's still doing it. And he's 38 now?
But he was still in Miami, so when he got the award. So Spain win the Euros, you're thinking, well, we had that debate about Rodri a couple of seasons ago and how influential he was with Man City, and so it's very difficult, isn't it?
It is difficult. But I think it's a little bit, like when they pick a squad for a World Cup, they don't focus on those that make the squad. The story is why has he been left out?
Correct.
And it's a similar thing with the Ballon d'Or. Obviously it's different because there are fewer individuals concerned. It's not a squad; it's just one man. But it's always deflected away, I think, from the person that wins the Ballon d'Or by saying, why has he not won it? Or why is he only in 5th place? Or what? And it's just, I think it's a bit of a shame, and it's got worse and worse, that.
Agreed.
But well done, Ousmane Dembélé. I mean, what a season he had. And the way he's come back from, injuries and adversities, and to do what he's done is well done. So congratulations to him.
Agreed.
Right, let's call it a day, Micah. I've got to go and do some more filming.
Hey, enjoy, Gary.
I will. You too. Speak soon. Goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me. Have a good week.